Now, there's a blank screen, and each one of these is going to get a tutorial, and this will be online too. But basically, this will we follow step by step. We'll do a bunch of it here, at home, and do it. It'll be a little bit better at home because you'll be on the computer instead of the board. This board is really out of the line, so it's going to be a little messy. But at schools, they should be okay. Hopefully it'll be better than this. Ours is, no one cares about this except me. And really, I had a fight to get this put into any of the rooms here and stuff. And the only reason I did this because it's such a great interactive tool that if you learn to use this, it'll make your life so much easier. You won't have to invent a whole bunch of. In the old days, people like you would have to kind of color stuff and make all sorts of materials and do all this and buy that. But you get so much free that comes with this, and if it's on your wall, the students react to you, and you're excited. Yes.
I was in kindergarten last semester, and they had a smart table. Those are
Or
really cool.
one of those Microsoft.
Yeah, it was by SmartBoard or whatever, and like they have like all these games like money, and they like each corner they all do stuff.
That's
And
nice.
And they were in kindergarten, and they could use the board, and they could use that, and they were great at it.
Was it much lower than this?
Yeah, it was lower.
Thank God. Thank God. Yeah. But see, that's a good example, and those are the things you want to see in the places you go. So wherever you go, first question: what kind of technologies do you have, and so on? If they ask you what questions you have, and who are the good teachers? Who can I watch? The teacher who uses the smartboard well. So you already got a step up because you've seen the teachers. Did they use it well? Did you pick up some techniques?
Yeah, like they did the smart table usually as like rotations, like get it on go. And then he used the smartboard a lot for sight words, and he timed it, get the timer up, and then he'd check, he'd have a box, he'd check it off so they could see where they messed up.
Did they have give you a chance to use it?
No, I didn't use it.
Why
I
not?
was almost intimidated of it.
What?
Because when I do it, it like goes over.
Use it. You're in there. Use it. Seriously, come on. You're wasting.
Well, he never told me to use it. I was just gonna go up and.
Be
I did the
proactive.
smart table.
Next time. Okay. Good. Yeah, that's good. That's happy. The next time, any chance you have to do this stuff, this is your training. You're never going to be in that situation again. All right. So this is called the facts activity, and basically I'm just going to go around and ask people to do one step at a time, part of a step. So. We can save this as states, pretend that we saved it already. And we're going to search the gallery. Excuse me, I'm going to move this over. We got to search the gallery for the United States maps. So this is the gallery, and I'll actually type this in. And click on the gallery. So you notice that got dark. This is a little bit off, so sometimes if it doesn't quite hit, then kind of move it over a little bit to the right or left. Make lots of mistakes. Don't worry. So I'm going to type in the name of the state quickly so that it'll call up the state maps. I assume that's one of the New England states. Okay, so we've got search. We don't want to look online, so it's got 2 related folders and 3 pictures. Okay, first come on up and hit the pictures and try and find the pictures of the United States. Good. You want to the related folders first. Okay, good. Yes.
Is this the whole
Yes,
picture?
click it twice, or else click on the down arrow and open it up. Good. Okay, so here are all the maps and stuff, and I think we can go here. Yeah. So take one of the maps, one of the United States maps, the one with the states, and drag it up on the desktop.
Oh.
There it is. Okay, that's the hardest part. Thanks. What's wrong with this map? Right. If I was supervising you and you didn't use the map the way it was, I'd mark you down because everything you do, some kid's going to pick it up, either right or wrong. So if you're doing right, there's no way to erase it or cut it out. So you really have to use the tools that come with the smartboard to actually get rid of it. Now, all those tools are up there, and you guys are kind of down here, so to speak. So I'm going to click on this up and down button. and it brings the tools down here, making it much easier for the little folk, or normal people, kids, to use it. So if it's this high and you have kids, first time I brought this in class, I don't know, 6 or 8 years ago, one of the teachers had been using it for a while, and she brought in 2 of her kids. It's like in the 7th grade. And none of the people, the graduate students, none of them had used this before. And so the kids actually showed the graduate students how to do it, and they went up into the audience and they kind of grabbed the people up and they showed them how to write and everything, and it was wonderful. And so I got them like little CCSU t-shirts and everything. It was nice, but it's easy to use. So the next step is step 3, use the shapes tool. So who's next? Okay, click on the shapes tool, which is the second. See where the arrow is? See that arrow? Yeah. That is the default arrow. So that means that whenever you finish a tool, you go back to the default arrow, or else the tool will stay active. So that's really it's like a PowerPoint. You always go back to the point. So go ahead and click on the shapes tool, which is right next to it. That's way off. Okay, stop. Notice how that's off. So what I'm going to do is align this again. Now, this is how you get it to be close. Well, let me do this thing here. If you have a PC, there's going to be 15. For the Mac, there's only 9. So go up here like this. There you go. I could try and point it like that, but I always miss. We'll just go down here. Same thing. A lot of teachers have pointers they can use. Oh, good. We're going to do it again. Now, mostly in the schools, they're much better at having this aligned. Ours has not been serviced in like 8 years. So, again, I'm really the only one that uses it. This works good up before.
Wait, what?
Could you do it
No pressure. You can do it. I always wanted to touch it.
Yeah, just touch it in the middle.
Yeah, the teacher needs to do it, and I used to be like, can I do it?
You can't touch it with like your other finger or something like that? Yeah, up there. See, that's a pro. Me, I'm an amateur. Okay, this is it. That's good. All right. Okay, so you come on up here and touch that. Go a little further back. Don't get discouraged. Yeah, see, it's not going to be like this at home. It won't be like this at home. It's just this. Don't get discouraged. Because I hit it so many times.
There, you got it. No.
This is almost like roulette. You wait and see if it's going to get to.
What if you click on it before?
Yeah, can you click on the computer?
Why don't we have share?
I'm going to click on it.
Yes, you got it.
You got it? Okay, good. Then go to the rectangle tool. I'll click it here. You go to the rectangle tool, and then use the rectangle. Draw a rectangle. Let me do a first one. You click and just drag, and it goes over Hawaii, and then just go ahead and click that again. Click and drag over some of Alaska. Don't get the whole thing. You can draw lots of boxes. Doesn't matter. There you go. Oh, it's a triangle. Don't worry about it. Keep going. Just draw another triangle. Are you? It's got to be okay. Just keep going.
Where'd it go?
It doesn't matter. Just anywhere you want. Just draw a triangle so it doesn't get to Texas. Because you're going to combine those and color those. Keep going. You just have a little bit more. Stop. Then you've got the top part. That's where Nome, Alaska is. That's where Fairbanks is. Stop. Go to the top over there where Barrow, Alaska is. There you go. A little bit more. A couple more. Oh, you got to get southeast too. Okay, stop. Let it go. So now, you'd have this covered. Let's say you have this covered. Stop. The next step is next person. Excuse me. Next person, I'm going back to the pointer. Okay, now draw an invisible box all around this. So you can start here. You just select it. You can start here and draw around, or start up here. And as you go down, it'll make an invisible selection box. Okay, so go ahead and do that. Keep going, don't stop. Oh, stop. Because it has to be on the pointer. That's on the pointer, isn't it on the pointer? There it is. Okay, go ahead and you should be able to do that. Just take your time, go ahead. I'm not sure why that's doing that. Let me see. You would draw an invisible. There we go. Okay, so you would highlight it all, and then I want you to go to one of the down arrows. Because they're all selected, if you click a down arrow, that means that anything you do on that arrow for all of them will go for one of them. Keep going.
Oh, you need that little arrow.
Yeah, it should be on there. So that's screwed up. Okay, never mind. I'll show you how this works anyway. So if you highlight this, it's not going to work.
Just slowly back.
It's back on thing.
Yeah.
Exactly what slow wrote.
All right, if you highlight that and then you go down here, you see that? Okay, then hit the properties. Go to properties. Let's hope this works. Hit properties.
Put it in a red box together.
Yeah, just keep your finger down on it. Hit the properties. Perfect. Now, the properties come up here, and this is going to be the properties of all those. So, next person. Comment and the fill effects. So, what kind of fill do you want to have? White. Make it solid fill. Do it on the computer. Do it on the computer. Just do it on the computer.
Oh, wait,
There you go.
Okay. Then turn the white. So, okay. Now you see that there's a little problem with this, but it won't be on your computer and it won't be in the schools. So now it's white. So notice all those are now white. All the circles are inside of white. Okay. Then go to the line style. What color do you want those? Perfect, look at that. So now, should be right. Turn right, it should be right. Hold on. Let's see. We've got weight. It's not changing those. There we go. I ain't doing any good. Oh, no, of course. That should be white now. Okay. And so it kept, what happened was it kept going back to fill effects. So when you hit it, it was the fill effects that was doing it. Okay, and the last thing is, come up here to the computer and just click on the down arrow and group them all together. Group them first, and lock them.
Lock in place.
Yeah, lock in place.
Okay.
So now, at home, when you put this up here, this will never move, and no one will know that there's really Alaska and Hawaii underneath. Okay. Next step, next person. Come on, next person. Go back here to the gallery. And you want to get pictures of the states. So see what the state pictures are? I'm going to put this down, and you're going to locate some of the New England states, and just drag it over. See the New England state? Oh, let's move this up. Over here. No, that's not Connecticut.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm not from Connecticut. I don't. Now stand on the side. Stand on the side so that you're not in the light.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. You just take and drag it out anywhere on the screen. Don't put it where it is. Just leave it there. Good. Perfect. Next person. Are there any other states around here that tell me to stop if there's a state? There's a state? But,
Right there, green.
stop. Next person. Another state. You state, tell me to stop if I stop. Come on. Oh, Massachusetts. That's where I live. Good. Next person. Tell me to stop if I have to. Good. Just leave it there. Yeah. Perfect. We have two more, so tell me when to stop. Next person. Tell me to stop. Should I go back?
York. No. New Jersey.
New York and New Jersey are not New England.
No, we're not good geography. It's not.
It was a small state. Give it a break. Okay, and the last one, next person. Next person. Now stand on the side also. Good. Okay, perfect. Next person. Who's next? Okay, next on the thing here is we got to put a sound on. So I want you to click on the, what state is that? The one that's blue right there now? Okay, click on Vermont and bring the arrow down. Keep that tight one. Make it to the side. Close. Here. There you go. Yeah, click on Vermont. Here. Okay. Now click on the sound. We're going to put sound on. Okay, do it again. Try it again. This is not cooperating. Good. Not getting stuck. Good. Okay. Now, we're going to put the sound on. So, let us come on over here. What's the name of that state again? I forgot. Okay. So I'm going to click on recording name, and I haven't put any name in yet. So click on start recording, say Vermont, and then stop it.
Vermont.
Excellent. That's it. That's the hardest part. So preview the recording. Hit the preview of the recording if you want. Let's hear how that sounds.
Vermont.
It works. Okay, then you want to attach the recording. Stop.
Oh.
Good. Okay. Now, I'll tell you why I said stop. Now, click on the state and hear the sound. I don't hear it. The reason is because if you look here, here's the sound on this little speaker.
Vermont.
But you don't want it on that little speaker. You want it on the object itself. So if you go back to sound, notice you have two choices. See, object, the corner icon. So hit object over there. Maybe on the side. Go. There you go. Perfect. And then attach the sound. Then hit Vermont. Good. Do it again. It's because this. Hold on. It's because we don't have the, where is it? That ain't helping.
Vermont.
There it goes. Okay, then drag it up to where it belongs. And you don't have to put it all the way. Oh, this is strange. I'm gonna try it now, it should be okay now. Oh no, this should be on that. It's a text box, so just control. Obviously, on here.
Nobody said I shouldn't be right.
You should be able to bring it all the way up. And when you get it close, it'll snap right in there. It's just a screwy smart board. But do it at home. And I want you to do all the states. And then on the second one, I want you to make a second screen. So I will go back here to the, and I've got this as a tutorial, so you guys can just follow the tutorial. And I make a second screen by going down here to where there's a green, see that? Second screen. And this is where you do the questions. So basically for the questions, let me see if I can get this. I have no confidence in this anymore here. So once I've got the text box up, if I click on the text box and then I just click anywhere on the screen, the text comes up. So who's next? I want you to sit down and type in a question about one of the states.
What are the states again?
Which state? The Constitution.
So what you'll be doing is at home you'll be writing questions about all the states.
She's got a good question.
Sorry?
She has a good question.
Oh yeah? What
Which
is it?
state is the Constitution state? I don't know. I thought that was.
These days,
Wow, I
none of
can't
them.
spell.
Some of our like one question.
Sorry?
Just one question. Which state of
And then two other questions, like 8 total, 4 on one side, 4 on the other side. Which state is the smallest? Now, that's a good question, but how would you write it even more correctly for like a second, a third, a fourth, or fifth grade?
which state has the lowest population?
Okay,
Or
yeah, because you have
do-
population and size.
Or to
So-
do the size of the
Yeah, which size is the smallest size? So make it so that there's no ambiguity whatsoever. You understand? I mean, you know what you mean, but the kids don't. So, go and fix it.
I did.
You did?
States.
This is which state is the smallest sign? I can't read. Okay, so then underneath it, go ahead and write the answer. Separate from a separate box. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the answer and the question, and we're going to draw a box around the question and give it a color, and then make sure that the box has the question on it, and then it'll go over the answer. So you saw that's what we had at the beginning. So next. Okay, I want you to, I'm going to get the tool ready for you, famous last words. And then just go on and draw a box around which state is the smallest size. You go, oh, it's good, good. Okay, let go. Perfect. Kind of. I didn't draw the box.
The line's
Try
so
again.
white.
Yeah, I don't think that's the line. The line. Oh, well, yeah, maybe the line is still white. Perfect. Good idea. So then go on the down line, the down arrow. It is probably still white, is what it
'cause
is.
It looks like it's cut off a little bit at the bottom.
Let's see.
So bright like the sun.
So go to the properties and make sure that the line, it's reading a text box, it's not reading the line. So let me just draw the box and you'll change the color. So I'm going to draw a box around here. Okay. Then if I go back to the line here, and you're going to change the color inside the box to be a different color. So make sure that the fill is a different color. So make it a solid fill. Just click on solid fill. Below it, yeah, a little bit below it. A little below it. Okay, hold on. We want it to be solid. Okay, now pick a color that is very light. You don't want anything darker than a pastel. A little bit higher. Go a little bit higher. A little higher. See, look how it's lower than what you have it. So there you go. Okay, so notice the color now. And so the text above it, you'd be able to read it. But where's the text above it? What happened to the text? You killed the text? What? Okay, so what I will do is go here. And what should I do? Order, and which way? Back or backward? Probably back is the best. Oh, good. I'll get rid of this by clicking on it, and if I just hit the X down here, it'll get rid of anything. Now, the last thing I'm going to do for this is highlight it. Click on the thing. And what should I do to kind of put them together? Group. Okay, so I go to grouping. You guys will do this. Group it. And then you can take this and drag it over the question, and it's, huh? Why is it like that? What?
Okay, because you want to make a box, and you want to lock it, and then you want to put Rhode Island behind it.
Okay, so you want to put it behind it. The reason why Rhode Island was ahead of it is because the last thing you wrote. The last thing you write is at the top, and the first thing you wrote is way at the back. So that's always the order of things. So if you go down here, and you go to order and put this, bring to front. So as you make your questions, you'll be able to just, yeah, that's good. So you just be able to go back and forth. It's so bad out of a line, but you'll be able to move it, and you have the student come to it. And you can use this in different ways too. You can ask students, for example, circle the adjective, circle an adjective up there. So I have to go on, what's an adjective? I don't even know what an adjective is. Or circle the question word, for example. So they can go up there and circle which and so on and so forth. So anything you have up there, I want you always to think about 2 or 3 ways to use any content that's on the interactive whiteboard. Because kids want to come up, and you want to think about the things that they always need to learn. They always need to learn, especially 1st or 2nd grade, left and right. Anytime you give kids a command, stand on the left side, raise your left hand, raise your right hand. Always use left and right for like lower elementary, because they're always still trying to figure out left and right. And if you don't know left and right, you can't read. You know the difference between left and right. So those are things that you always want to think about. And if you can use the smartboard to help you do that, then you're in great shape. Okay. Got to have 3 questions, then we'll stop. Yeah.
So for the other class, like 210, I think, I used the smartboard free trial. So are we gonna be allowed to like come here and use these?
You can use these, but I think you can download the newer version, because this version is much different than the last one. So you should be able to, and if not, then you can either come here, or I can send you a code key for like a temporary code key or something. So, yeah.
We have to do the voice and match the state for all 50 states?
Just New England.
Oh, just New England?
Yeah, but you don't have to use the name of the state. You can use the capital. If you think of something else that would be useful or interesting, it could be like state flag, not flag, but the state motto, the bird. That would be my teach on my speech. You got a question?
Idea to remember to find out if your classroom has this technology and how good it is, and you got a backup plan.
Well, I would use my regular faculty. Just show you how to use it. Not actually use it. Yeah, but you have this every day, and if it's working, but there's something to fix it, or else I'll take it out. I haven't seen, at least the people that we have coming from here, they said that if there's a problem, technically, you have to line or something. The real problems come if it is temporary, and you have like a projector where they move it around. The notebook software on the computer itself. We had one teacher at a very poor school in Hartford. He had the notebook software and used a remote mouse so that, he could bring the mouse up there in the back and then the students could actually still work with it because it was still working on the computer screen, but you could actually see it projected on the smartboard. Or on the LCD projector was projecting it on the screen, but they could still move stuff because they had a remote, like you know what I'm talking about, the remote mouse. Anything on the desktop? Yeah, okay. You wanted me to show people how to do something, but I forgot what it was. What?
Like, if I wanted a link,
Oh, yes,
on my
okay.
computer,